Okay, sir.
Good morning, everybody. So today we are again here for the next lecture of human resource management. In the last lecture that we had yesterday, that is on April 5th, 2021, we had discussed a few definitions and the meaning of human resource management. Today also we will be continuing with the definitions which were left behind when we'll be looking further. Today is April 6th, 2021. All right. So let's start with it. I believe all, am I audible to all of you? Please respond in yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Uh, I believe you people are getting the slideshow. Slideshow आ रहा है आप लोगों की screen पे?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So yesterday we have discussed about the M.L. Cummings definition. ठीक है? Now we'll continue with it. We have already discussed this definition. Now the second definition was that of Dale Yoder. I believe Dale Yoder की definition भी हम लोगों ने कर ली थी.
No, sir.
नहीं की थी. All right. ठीक है. So Dale Yoder has also defined human resource management. How he has defined the human resource management? Let's look at the definition first. That part of management or that phase of the management which deals effectively with control and use of manpower. Control and use of manpower. How you are using control in order to use the manpower. He talks about that aspect of human resource management as distinguished from other source of power. Okay, manpower is also a power, but it is different from other sources of power. Okay, so this is how he has defined this is how he defined human resource management, right? Next, HRM is a progressive field. HRM is a progressive field. Okay, it is a progressive field. We can pave back its solution from administration to personal management and then to human resource management. Okay, human resource management has evolved. I mean to say, the kind of human resource management that we are looking at present, the same is not in its earlier stages. Human resource management started from administration, then it evolved as personal management, and finally, in the today's scenario, it is human resource management, which is a far refined form of administration. Okay, when we will be studying about the evolution of human resource management, we will be studying the same in detail also. Okay. Now, coming down to the next slide, importance of human resource management, right? Why human resource management is important, or why it is important for us as the students of management to study human resource management, right? Human resource management is important for all the managers, because if you fail to manage the human resource, you will be subjected to n number of problems, right? Because of these things, yeah, because of these points that you will be starting now, these points have made the study of human resource management as a mandatory requirement for all the managers. Because as a manager, you are not managing the tools, you are not managing the machines, you are not managing only the computer systems, rather you are managing the human beings, right? So if you are not able to properly manage the human resource, then you may see the following problems, right? So in order to avoid all these problems, it is very important to have a deeper and good understanding of human resource management, so that you may be able to keep yourself in a position that you are able to manage the human resource well. Now, hire the wrong person for the job, right? It is necessary that you should be hiring the right person for the right job, right? It's very necessary, because if you hire a wrong person for the wrong job, then what will happen? Then the entire system will suffer, right? So you need to hire the right person for the right job. You have to hire a person that should be a perfect match with the requirements of the job. Okay, you should not be compromising with the requirements of the job. You should be hiring only that particular person whosoever you find to be a perfect match for that particular job. And if you are not able to get a good match for that job, I by perfect match I am saying good match, okay? Because there can perfect match is very rare, right? But the job should be having a good match. So you'll be a, when you search for a good match for the job, then only you'll be able to find the right person for the job, right? Now the second, experience high turnover. If you are not able to manage your human resource well, you will definitely be experiencing a high turnover rate in your organization, because people will be coming and people will be going out of the organization. They will not be having up stable, you will not be having stability of tenure in your organization. And ultimately, if the attrition rate is very high in your organization, you will never be able to achieve your predetermined goals, and you will suffer a lot. And you'll definitely be suffering a lot. Why you will be suffering a lot? You will be suffering because of the fact that an organization can only grow only when you have stability, right? But if the employees are coming and going, you won't be able to find any stability in your organization. And what will be the result? The result will be that the organization will not be able to maintain its speed. The momentum of growth of the organization will get hampered if the turnover rate in the organization is high. Third, have job misfits. Okay, if you are not able to manage your human resource properly, if you are not able to hire the right person for the right job, in such a situation, you will be having job misfits. Okay, job misfits means you have hired a person for a job who is not capable of doing that job, or you have hired a competent person, but you have placed it on a job which is not suitable for him, right? So there can be various type of job misfits. Okay, so if you are not understanding your human resource, if you are not nurturing the human resource, your human resource, if you are not studying or observing your human resource particularly and properly, then you'll definitely be noticing job misfits in your organization. Then fourth, waste time with useless interviews. Obviously, when the attrition rate, when the turnover rate of your organization is high, again and again, the people will be coming to your organization, joining the job, staying there for a certain period of time, then quitting your organization because you are unable to retain them, as you are not properly managing them. Then what happened, the post will again become vacant, and you need to conduct another interview to fill that particular position, right? So you keep on wasting your time in conducting unnecessary interview. And moreover, as employees are not stable in your organization, what will be happening? You will be in a problematic situation, because you'll not be able you will not be able to retain your employees, and again you will be wasting your time in conducting these unnecessary interviews at regular intervals. Fifth, lead to grievances among employees and also the employee unrest. If you are not properly looking after the needs, requirements of your human resource, then what will be happening? The problems of your employees will not get addressed to. And when you are not looking at the problems of your employees, then ultimately it will be causing discontent to the employees, and this discontent will become grievance when their problem will not be solved even in a considerable period of time, and ultimately it may take the shape of employee unrest also, and this employee unrest will be very difficult for you to handle, right? So as an intelligent manager, as an intelligent entrepreneur, you have to look into the problems whatever the employees are having and solve them at the right point of time in order to avoid any kind of industrial unrest, because any kind of employee unrest in your organization will be hampering your goodwill completely. And in the case of business, the most important thing is your goodwill. Okay, you have to maintain, you have to restore your goodwill always, because you will be known by your goodwill, right? And moreover, if there is any employee unrest in your organization, the entire process of the organization will get stopped, and ultimately you will be subject to monetary losses. Next, allow lack of training to undermine department effectiveness. Okay, when you're not observing your human resource, when you are not nurturing them, when you are not paying sufficient attention to them, then how you will be able to assess the training needs of the employees? Your employees needs to be trained at regular intervals, because today's world is the world of technology, and technology is changing on a daily basis. And if you want to stay in competition, if you want to stay in the market, you have to be you have to be you have to keep yourself updated in terms of technology, right? And in order to update yourself in technology, you can import technology, you can adapt new technology, but in order to make your employee to handle that technology or to learn that technology, you need to train them, right? So training is a regular and inseparable part of human resource management. You have to analyze the training needs of the employee, and you have to train them accordingly, so that the employee's productivity may get restored and the employee keeps on delivering good results. And employee cannot deliver good results unless and until they are trained from time to time, as and when the situation demands. Commit any unfair labor practices. Seventh point, if you are committing any unfair labor practices, it is completely unethical, the first thing out of us. Moreover, it will be adversely impacting the morale of the employee. It will be generating discontent among the employees, and this discontent will become grievance slowly and gradually. So you should be avoiding committing any unethical practices or unfair labor practices with the employees. Like in some of the organization where muster roll laborers are working, or muster roll employees are working on muster rolls, Munims and people like that, they are having 10% cut of their salary, and they are keeping that with them. Okay, and there are lot many malpractices or unethical or unfair practices which are being practiced at different levels. Those needs to be checked and corrected immediately. Those need to be checked and corrected immediately, right? In order to avoid any kind of labor problem, any kind of grievance on part of your workers. Now, eighth, get into legal issues related to labor laws. If you will not be having proper understanding of the labor laws, and if you are following any kind of unethical labor practices, then they may create certain legal issues for you as a manager, as an entrepreneur, as a proprietor, right? So you need to look into it, because you are a businessman, you are a manager, you are not supposed to get into any kind of legal issue. As far as possible, try to avoid any kind of legal issue unless and until it is a compulsion for you to handle the matter legally in the court of law, right? Because it a lot of time will get wasted, and you will be spending leaps of money in these kind of things. So try to avoid any kind of legal issue as far as possible, and try to solve the problems out of the court as much as you can, right? Because this judiciary system takes time, and in that time, because of that long period of time, the productivity will get killed, and moreover the profit margins will also get decreased, and obviously the mental trauma will be there. Now, characteristics of human resource management. Now, human resource management is an organization-wide strategic activity, right? Human resource management is an organization-wide strategic activity. We all know that human resource management is an strategic activity, but it is organization-wide. Why it is organization-wide? Because in organization, human resource or your employees are working at different departments in an organization. It is nothing like that only in one department employees are working and the another department employees are not working. Everywhere in your organization employees are working, so it is an organization wide activities, right? It is an organization wide activities, right? It's an organization-wide strategic activity. Now, coming down to the second point, human resource management is goal-oriented. Human resource management is goal-oriented. Okay, it is not establishment or maintenance focus. There are certain predetermined goals of human resource management, and HRM works in order to attain those goals only. Okay, its goals are set. It has predetermined goals. ठीक है, जो ऐसा नहीं है which are keep on changing from time to time. It has some predetermined goal and it work on the premise of achieving those predetermined goals, which are very concrete. Third, human resource management seeks to develop individual capacities and capabilities in order to contribute to the best to the organization. Right, as I told you, people in training and development, human resource management also always aims at developing individual capabilities and competencies. Okay, the managers identify the potential of the employees, and after identifying the potential, they train them, they develop them. Okay, this subject them to different training programs where this potential, this identified potential can be explored and can be utilized for the benefits of the organization, and they train the employee how to use that potential in order to grow himself, in order to contribute to the organization in the best possible manner. Okay, as a manager, you should always be looking at the potential among your employees, because most of the time the person who is having the potential it's very difficult for him to realize that potential, right? As a manager, you have to observe your employees, observe your subordinates in order to realize that particular potential within them and use that potential for the benefit of the organization and also for the benefit of the employee at the individual level. Fourth, human resource management is a people oriented process. Okay, we have already discussed many of the times, and in many of the definitions we have discussed that human resource management is a people oriented process. Next, human resource management emphasizes individual as a core element of its competitive strategy. Human resource management always, the entire concept of human resource management revolves around the human resource working in your organization. ठीक है, उसमें the human resource is the central focus of human resource management, undoubtedly. Sixth, human resource management is an integrative framework, right? Human resource management is an integrating and integrative framework which links people, resources, business, processes and customers. ठीक है, ये एक ऐसा फ्रेमवर्क है जो which is linking all four of them. ठीक है, which links people, it links people with resources, money, material, minutes and machine, business, processes and customers. ठीक है, it human resource management is a process that links all of them, that is linking all of these, ठीक है, with the people. ठीक, now coming down to the next slide, it talks about the differences between human resource management and personnel management. What are the differences between human resource management and personal management? Now,
सर पिछली स्लाइड में एक पॉइंट छूट गया है,
पिछली स्लाइड में एक पॉइंट कोई छूट गया है,
लास्ट वाला ने डिस्कस नहीं किया है.
एक सेकंड, I'll just get back to it. What is happening? It's like back memory. Let me see. बैक नहीं हो रही, एक सेकंड रुकिए, मैं दोबारा से एक बार प्ले कर रहा हूँ. Some problem is there. Right. Human resource management is an ongoing set of activities. ठीक है, human resource management is an ongoing set of activities, right? Human resource management is not an only activity. In the later slide, we'll be looking into it. What are those activities which are a part of human resource management? ठीक है, so it is a set of ongoing activities. Why ongoing? Because all the time it keeps on going, it keeps on moving, it keeps on happening, right? And it requires the commitment of the top management, right? Without the commitment of the top management, human resource management cannot do anything, because ultimately all the resources, the power, the money can only be provided from the top management. That is the reason it is being written that it requires continuous support of the top management. Every activity in the organization whatsoever is there requires a continuous support and agreement from the top management, unless and until no activity is possible. All right, so this is all about the characteristics of human resource management. So any one of you who is having any question in relation to the importance and characteristics of human resource management can please ask, or let's have a discussion. The characteristics or the importance that we have discussed till yet. Any questions about that? Any doubts? How many are there in class at present? How many are there in class?
Sir,
Hello?
16.
All right, 16. Fine. So किसी को कुछ पूछना है, कोई कंसेप्ट इसमें? अब तक डेफिनेशंस हम लोगों ने कर ली कुछ, उसके बाद क्या नाम है, हमने इंपॉर्टेंस देखा, और उसके बाद हम लोगों ने कैरेक्टरिस्टिक देखा। ठीक, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स में और आपका इंपॉर्टेंस में काफी वो चीजें आई जो आपने डेफिनेशन में ऑलरेडी पढ़ी हुई थी। ठीक है, तो उन्हीं, क्योंकि जो कंसेप्ट है, जो कंसेप्ट की डेफिनेशन है, ठीक है, कंसेप्ट क्या है, उसी के बेसिस पे कंसेप्ट की इंपॉर्टेंस डिटरमाइन होती है, उसी के बेसिस पे कंसेप्ट के फीचर्स या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स या उसका नेचर डिटरमाइन किया जाता है। ठीक है, तो मेरे ख्याल से इसमें किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिए, उसके बाद फिर हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं। बताइए प्लीज मुझे। एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
All right, ठीक है, let's move further and let's get into it, right? हाँ बेटा बोलो।
समझा दीजिए
बेटा आपका ऑडियो थोड़ा क्लियर नहीं है।
रिपोर्ट।
हाँ
सर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स का फोर्थ पॉइंट समझा दीजिए।
फोर्थ पॉइंट क्या है बेटा, बताइए, पढ़िए।
सर ह्यूमन रिसोर्स पीपल ओरिएंटेड एसिमिलेट्स विद ऑर्गेनाइजेशन।
बेटा देखिए, जो फोर्थ पॉइंट है उसमें वही चीज है जो हम लोग डेफिनेशन में अब तक करते आए हैं। हर डेफिनेशन में ये कहा गया है कि ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट एक पीपल ओरिएंटेड कंसेप्ट है। ठीक है, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट का जो सेंटर है, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट का जो मेन फोकस है वो पीपल ओरिएंटेड है। मतलब जो लोग आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम कर रहे हैं उन पे फोकस रखना है, उनको सेंट्रल फोकस में रखना है और उन्हीं के लिए पूरा काम करना है। ठीक है, ताकि वो अपने एफर्ट्स को पूरे, मतलब अपने बेस्ट एफर्ट्स कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकें ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के, और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के प्रायोरिटीज में ह्यूमन रिसोर्स को हमेशा शामिल होना चाहिए। ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की जो कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रायोरिटीज हैं, ठीक है, वो जब ही स्ट्रांग हो सकती हैं जब आपका जो एफर्ट है, जब आप अपना जो एक ह्यूमन एफर्ट जो कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हो, जो आप अपना काम कर रहे हो, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रायोरिटीज या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की कॉम्पिटिटिव एबिलिटीज या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की कॉम्पिटिटिव एज जब भी बिल्डअप हो सकती है जब एज एन इंडिविजुअल आप प्रॉपरली ट्रेन्ड हो, प्रॉपरली सेटिस्फाइड हो और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए अच्छी तरह से काम कर रहे हो, आपको प्रॉपरली ट्रेन किया हुआ है, आपको प्रॉपरली पे किया जा रहा है, आपको प्रॉपर बेनिफिट्स दिए जा रहे हैं। ठीक है, तो आपका भी एक काम है कि आप अपना पूरा ध्यान से यू पे फुल अटेंशन टुवर्ड्स योर वर्क, you contribute the best of your efforts, you concentrate on your work and you work for in the interest of the ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जिससे और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के इंटरेस्ट में आप काम कैसे कर सकते हो, आप काम ऐसे कर सकते हो कि जो भी काम आपको दिया है आप वो काम अच्छे से तरीके से करके दो। बिकॉज आप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के सक्सेस स्टोरी में इसी तरह से कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हो कि जो काम आपको दिया जा रहा है आप उस काम को अच्छी तरीके से करके दो, जो आपका शेयर ऑफ वर्क है। अब फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम इसको एक बहुत ही आम एग्जांपल से समझने की कोशिश करें, आर्मी में whenever there are interviews, it is a question which is frequently asked in SSB, why do you want to join Indian Army? Normally people respond that sir, I want to serve the nation. ठीक है, नेशन को सर्व सिर्फ आर्मी में रह के नहीं किया जाता है। आर्मी में रह के नेशन को सर्व करना ये एक बहुत महान तरीका है, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है। मगर अगर आप किसी और जॉब पे हो, किसी प्राइवेट सेक्टर में काम कर रहे हो, किसी गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में काम कर रहे हो, जो भी आप काम कर रहे हो, आप उस काम को पूरी लगन, मेहनत और ईमानदारी के साथ करो, जिससे आप अपना काम अच्छी तरीके से करके दो, और अल्टीमेटली आपका अच्छा किया गया काम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को मदद करेगा, प्रोग्रेस करने में ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को मदद करेगा, ग्रो करने में। जब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ग्रो करेगी तो वो कंट्री के लिए रेवेन्यू अर्न करेगी, जब कंट्री के लिए रेवेन्यू अर्न करेगी तो कंट्री का जीडीपी बढ़ेगा, और जब कंट्री का जीडीपी बढ़ेगा तो कंट्री इकोनॉमिकली ग्रो करेगी। तो आप जिस पोजीशन पे भी हो, उस पोजीशन पे अपना काम अगर आप अच्छे और सही ढंग से कर रहे हो, और इफ यू आर डूइंग योर वर्क वेल in the best possible manner on whatever position you are serving at, you will be contributing to the organization, you are contributing to the nation. All right, वही पॉइंट यहां बताया गया है कि ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट में सेंट्रल फोकस जो होता है दैट इज द पीपल। और पीपल इसलिए फोकस होता है बिकॉज इट इज द पीपल हु आर मेकिंग द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, द एफर्ट्स दैट पीपल आर पुटिंग in their work, right, are making the organizations competitive, are making the organization, are making the organization strong, is making your efforts are making the organization to develop a competitive edge. All right, so this is what is there in fourth point according to me. और किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो बेटा बताइए, अदरवाइज फिर हम लोग आगे चलते हैं।
सर ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट जो है ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट इज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वाइड स्ट्रेटेजी एक्टिविटी, थोड़ा सा वाइड स्ट्रेटेजिक एक्टिविटी समझा दें।
देखो बेटा, इस पॉइंट का मतलब ये है, जैसा मैंने उस वक्त भी बताया था कि ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट ऐसा नहीं है कि इट इज वर्किंग ओनली इन अ सिंगल कॉर्नर ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, ठीक है। इट इज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वाइड एक्टिविटी, इट इज ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट। ह्यूमन रिसोर्स जहां भी काम कर रहे हैं उसके मैनेजमेंट को ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट कहा जा रहा है। एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, लेट अस से दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज हैविंग 10 डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स, इन ऑल द डिपार्टमेंट्स ह्यूमन रिसोर्स इज वर्किंग। ऐसा नहीं है कि ह्यूमन रिसोर्स अपना काम 2 डिपार्टमेंट में करेगा, 8 डिपार्टमेंट को इट विल लीव बिहाइंड। सब डिपार्टमेंट्स, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट का मतलब है मैनेजिंग द एंटायर ह्यूमन रिसोर्स whosoever is working in your organization, whether in department 1, whether in department 2, whether in department 10. It is an organization wide activity. If that organization is having 10 different divisions, 10 different departments, then human resource management will be functioning in all those 10 departments. It will not be confining its working only in a particular section or only in a particular division of an organization, right? इसका मतलब ये, that is the reason it is an organization wide strategic activity. All right, fine.
Yes, sir.
So I believe the time is almost about to complete. So we will be meeting in the next class, and I expect tomorrow we will be meeting in an offline class. All right. So till then,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you very much.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.